afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sarah Delcourt. I'm very pleased that you are all here today. Before we begin, allow me to ask a few questions that will be the basis of our topic of discussion. So, by a show of hands, who here is aware of the increasing prevalence of childhood overweight and obesity in the United States? Great, that's great. Who believes that the Long Beach Unified School District, otherwise known as LBUSD, is an exception to the rule? Good. Unfortunately, LBUSD is a perfect example of how childhood obesity is prevalent among low socioeconomic communities and minority ethnicities. Over half of the population of LBUSD is comprised of Latin Americans and African Americans who earn on average $20,000 to $30,000 less annually compared to Asian Americans and non-Hispanic whites. Approximately 32% of fifth graders in LBUSD are obese and 21% are overweight. These are alarming statistics that demand attention by the school district, especially since food provided by schools, whether in the cafeteria or in the vending machines in the hallways, which make up a large portion of the daily nutritional intake of children. We are gathered here today as fellow teachers and principals to ensure that students of LBUSD have the means necessary to lead happy, healthy, and successful lives. As teachers and principals, you have the responsibility of exploring all options available to increase the likelihood of children receiving and implementing skills and knowledge gained in school for their personal lifelong development. With that said, I would like to speak on behalf of the California Department of Education, or CDE, who aims to counter the obesity trend in California, in part by promoting healthy eating while improving academic skills. To accomplish their goal, the CDE encourages school districts to begin and maintain school gardening programs. CDE has created a standardized garden-enhanced nutrition education curriculum for grades 4 through 6 that I will share with you today. By the end of this presentation, you will be better able to determine if a garden-enhanced nutrition program is beneficial and a feasible option for your school. So, nutrition to grow on. This is a garden-enhanced nutrition education curriculum designed for upper elementary school children, grades 4 through 6. It involves innovative, standardized curriculum that offers a link between the garden and nutrition education. The curriculum provided by Nutrition to Grow On uses the garden to integrate disciplines such as nutrition and health, science, math, language arts, history, and environmental studies. The web link here will take you directly to the PDF file online that is the Nutrition to Grow On curriculum. So you can download that and use that within your classroom. Now, the benefits of school gardens. There are numerous benefits that have been displayed through various observations and testing. So some of which I have listed today include increased children's preferences for fruits and vegetables while improving dietary behavior, increased enthusiasm and motivation for learning, development of problem solving and improved standardized test scores, Nutrition Gardening or Garden Nutrition Program provides an outlet for physical activity, which you may have heard PE classes have begun to be cut from programs in schools due to money constraints. School gardens provide a safe communal place to offset stressors such as gang violence and pollution that are common within an urban environment. They also provide a better attitude, or they encourage or stimulate a better attitude among children about their schoolwork, about being in school, and while cultivating a pride for their garden and its produce, which is exciting. Teamwork and bonding between students occurs while they work within the garden, and students learn to be stewards of the environment while the gardens provide an alternative resource when teaching or learning difficult subjects like math, science, and the English language arts. Teaching is found to be easier when children are interested and engaged in what they learn while gardening. So now that I've spoken about some of the benefits, let me continue. LBUSD has a great opportunity to foster enthusiasm and commitment towards gardening as a means to improve the health of children in the district, increase standardized test scores, while providing an opportunity for children to gain a better understanding of natural systems while becoming better stewards of the environment by designing, cultivating, and harvesting school gardens. When students eat produce they grow, whether it's from the garden or prepared as part of the school lunch program, they are exposed to worlds of new tastes and foods. So now, I would like for you to join me in an activity today. My assistants will pass out one worksheet per table and a pen for each group to use for brainstorming about the feasibility, what you think, of incorporating a nutrition gardening program into your school curricula. I would like for you to list potential obstacles faced by schools and potential solutions that would help overcome those obstacles. After you have made as many obstacles and solutions, or jotted down as many as you can, I will have each table share with me, with the group, one of their ideas, and then afterwards I will share a few examples of obstacles faced and solutions used by urban school districts similar to the LBUSD. Due to time constraints, I only have about 2 minutes for you to do this. So let's begin. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. Oh, 1 more minute.
Logistics. Like how they're going to figure out who wins deal with the person. I mean, consider like
All right, I'm going to move forward. I hope everyone has at least one idea of an obstacle and a possible solution. So let's begin over at this table here.
One of ours was where the space to grow it would be.
Okay.
And the solution could be like upward as opposed to like using long areas of like farming techniques.
Yes, that's great. Perfect. Okay. This table.
We said that money could be an issue, but we could do fundraisers to get donations.
Great, great. Lexi?
There is no extra time in my day as a teacher. I don't know how I'm going to work this into my curriculum.
Okay, possible solution?
I didn't get to the solutions yet.
Okay. Yes?
I was busy listening.
We said one of the problems could be to find teachers with the ability to actually teach the students.
Yes.
And a solution could be to provide training to educate the teachers to properly train the students.
Great, perfect. And
Basically have the same exact thing as they did, except we set a community garden.
okay.
For people that don't.
Yeah, that's a great idea. All right. Well, let me share with you some of the known obstacles that are very common amongst urban districts. So, we have lack of time, which has been mentioned, lack of funding, lack of gardening supplies, lack of teachers' interest, knowledge, experience, and training in relation to gardening. We also have uncooperative administration, unavailability of long-term volunteers, and failure to hire full-time garden supervisors. Also, we have solutions to overcome these obstacles, including enthusiastic principals and teachers, willing and numerous parents and community volunteers, requires getting them involved, program coordinators, fundraising, as mentioned, for supplies by the Parent-Teacher Association, and support from district and school staff. There are numerous grants available you may or may not be aware of, provided or available to California schools when beginning nutrition gardening programs, including Network for a Healthy California, the Master Gardener website, California School Garden Network, education funding websites, city and local businesses, and local farm bureaus. So, LBUSD is responsible for educating a population that is economically challenged and mostly of Latin American origin, many of whom are overweight or obese. Children spend a large portion of their time at school, and this reality makes schools an ideal environment for emphasizing nutrition education and the effort to combat childhood obesity and the ever-increasing mortality rate due to chronic lifestyle diseases. School gardens can help reverse the current obesity trend associated with health risks by fostering healthy eating habits. Gardens are also a feasible and creative way to teach a variety of subjects while increasing children's enthusiasm and learning and environmental awareness. Just requires some support from the teachers in the community. School gardens are especially effective in urban settings like those of LBUSD, where fresh foods and gardens are scarce and stress and violence are high. Now that you have a better understanding of the childhood obesity problem faced by students within the LBUSD, as well as considered the feasibility of incorporating a garden-enhanced nutrition education program into your school curricula, you are ready to take what you've learned back to the classroom. The state of California promotes school gardens, and so should LBUSD. Thank you. Are there any questions? If you'd all take a moment, my assistant will pass out the evaluation. Thank you very much.